For we are to God the fragrance of Christ. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 15. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much and I very much appreciate you. But if you're new here, my name is Tope and on this channel we have fragrance reviews, we have fragrance tips, we also have fragrance hauls. So if that is something you like, click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and it is literally that easy. 1 second and you have already subscribed, and it's also free, so don't forget to subscribe. So like the title suggests, today in the video I'm doing the video about my cold weather fragrances or rainy day fragrances, just because it's been raining in Lagos for, let's say, 6 out of the 7 days. So it's really been raining, and I just found out that I was gravitating towards some other fragrances that I wouldn't usually gravitate towards. So I thought, okay, why don't I do a video to just talk about these fragrances, because I mean, why not? So that's what the video is about. So without much ado, let's get into the video. Hello again and welcome back. So let me just go in and start the video without rambling, because I have the tendency to ramble. As we go into the fragrance, I just want to show you that I have my handy dandy notebook where I'm going to be reading the notes from. And so let's start. The first fragrance I have is this right here, and this one is Grey Flannel by Groffery Beene. For the notes, we have top notes of galbanum, we have neroli, we have petit grain, we have lemon, and then in the hat notes there's mimosa, there's iris, sage, there's also tonka, and in the base notes there's tonka bean, almond, oak moss, vetiver, and cedar. This is a pour-homme, and this original formulation, not this exact one, but the fragrance on its own was first brought out in 1975. So it's pretty old. So some people or some reviewers say that it has like an old DNA. I don't get it. I don't get that from it. So here what I get is a very green, earthy, sweet fragrance. So when it dries down, the almond and the tonka bean gives it this sweetness that I really like. The oak moss and the vetiver in it gives it like this earthiness. So it always reminds you of like fresh cut grass, or if like you have like weed, when you have weeded your garden just before you start the gardening season. When you weed, you turn soil and then it rains, you smell a bit of greenery, you smell a bit of soil, you smell some muskiness and some moldiness, that kind of a thing. It's a very nostalgic fragrance for me. I really like this fragrance. I love it around this time when it's rainy, and when it dries. In the beginning it's very green, but at the moment it starts citrusy and a bit green. If you hear some noise, it's kind of drizzling outside, so I'm sure you hear some slight noises. It's still raining, so bear with me on that one. So yes, so it's a very nice green fragrance that I really enjoy. The next one that I have is this right here, and this is Club de Nuit Intense Woman. And for notes, it has top notes of geranium, saffron, and rose. And then in the mid notes, it has caraway, nutmeg, violet, and pepper. And then it has base notes of amber, alga wood, vanilla, and patchouli. So to the smell. So this is a very citrus, I dropped the cover. This is a very citrus, spicy, woody fragrance. So it smells, it opens citrus, almost similar to the women's version, the one in the clear bottle, but it is a darker, deeper version of it. This has like more layers to it and more complexity to the notes of it. Maybe it's because of the oud and the peppers and other spices that come together into making this fragrance. I really like it for it's a mysterious fragrance. It's smoky. I know that some people say that this is unisex, but for some reason I can't think of a man using this fragrance. I don't see a man using this fragrance. I see it more, it's feminine. There's a feminine vibe that it gives, So I really think that it's a feminine fragrance. It's not, there's no way, there's no how I see a man using this fragrance, if you ask me. I don't think I would have my husband use. I think he sprayed it a couple of times, said he liked it, but come to think of it, I don't think, I mean, some men can use it, but I think this is more feminine. It's maybe for a man that is not into very heavy and very strong fragrance, yes, but I for some reason I feel like it's more feminine than masculine. Maybe that's why it's an intense woman, but I enjoyed it this time. I wore it twice this week. I really enjoyed it. The dry down is beautiful, but like I always say, this is not one that I would advise that you buy blind. Also, it's not one that I would advise that you should go in too much. For me, that is an oversprayer. I don't do too much on this because it would get heady. Even in the cold weather, it will get heady. So that's that for Club de Nuit Intense Woman. The next one that I have, and this happens to be my scent of the day. So that's Sarah Jessica Parker's Stash. And for notes, it has fresh grapefruit, it has black pepper and sage as the top notes. As the base notes, it has Atlas cinnamon, it has patchouli, ginger lily, and pistachios. And then in the base notes, it has olibanum, it has mouse wood, it has vetiver, and it has musk. I want to express this because it's my scent of the day. This smells like I don't know, with everything put together. This morning when I put it on, I said this smells like overripe banana. This is the first thing that everything comes together smells to me like, some overripe banana. But after the dry down, I think it's the grapefruit and the pepper and sage mixture that gives me that feel, but it's not in a bad way. So it's not like, it smells nice, right? And then after it starts drying down, you begin to smell the ginger. I get the ginger a lot, the ginger lily. I get some spicy thing from it. I think it's the black pepper and the sage. And then it gets spicy, and then it gets warm and cozy. It begins, I don't know, there's no leather in it, but it gives me this leathery, suede vibe. And the whole of today, I've been sniffing and smelling myself because it's just fantastic. The dry down, it's so beautiful. There's no vanilla in this thing, but it smells beautiful. I don't get the vetiver here, I need to be honest. I don't smell it. It's just a very nice, it dries down into something very boozy, very leathery on my skin, and I really enjoy it. I don't know, I think I'm going to give it a part 2 spritz today, but that's that for that. The next one that I have is this right here, and this is Maison Margiela's replica, and this one is Jazz Club. And for notes, it has pink pepper, lemon, and neroli in the top notes. In the heart notes, it has rum, clergy sage, java vetiver oil, and then in the base notes, it has tobacco leaf, vanilla bean, and starix. So how does this smell? I used this one too last week. So this smells like your, it's a mixture. It doesn't smell like a thing. It smells like a place. So I agree with the name Starbucks, because it smells like a smoky, alcoholic, balsamic thing. Like, I can't explain this thing. This smells like a feeling. It smells like a place. So probably if you had an uncle that used to smoke and then also uses expensive perfume and then drinks very good rum, that combination. So you understand? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I like how it smells. It's very nice. And on my skin, the vanilla bean makes it very sweet and rounded. It's a very nice balsamic. It's good for the rainy days. It just makes you want to just sit outside and just be watching the rain fall. And just, it's a very nice fragrance. I have really been enjoying this. This is Replica's Jazz Club, and I've really been enjoying it. Honestly, I used it again, I think last week, and last week I used it last week. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. Most of these fragrances were in my rotation. So don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That's at Top Notes by T. So I'm going to put my Instagram, because I share a lot of my my sense of the day, and I share a few things on my Instagram page. I think you should follow me on Instagram too. So I'm going to put the Instagram up so that you can follow me on Instagram. All right. So I shared that I use this on my Instagram. I think on my Instagram story or so. So this is it on for Jazz Club. The next one that I have is this one. Oh, I almost dropped it. This Kenzo Jungle Elephant. So this Kenzo Jungle Elephant. And for notes, it has cumin, clove. It has fresh cardamom. It has cumin. It has clove, and it has mandarin. In the hot notes, it has ylang ylang, licorice, heliotrope, and mango. And then in the base notes, it has patchouli, vanilla, amber, and cashmere. This is a spice bomb. Like, oh my god, I like this. This is my heart. I remember commenting on somebody's Instagram. I think it's Pretty Adlit. I commented on her Instagram when I saw this. I said that this is my heartbeat in a bottle. I like this fragrance so much. It's reminiscent of working in like an Arabian market in Algiers, and you're smelling all sorts of spices, and then it is rooted in this sweet vanilla base, like spices that are steeped in vanilla. That's how it smells like. And you know, the thing about this fragrance is that it kind of smells strangely gourmand without being overly sweet. So it smells like a cinnamon bun or some kind of savory cinnamon spicy treat. So it's edible, yet it's not overly sweet. This is a very nice fragrance, and this is one too that you don't need too much of. Just a little goes a long way. You don't need to spritz too much of this fragrance. A little is all you need, and you would really enjoy this fragrance. So I have really been enjoying this, and the reason why it doesn't look like I'm using it is because a little goes a long way. 2 to 3 spritz and it lasts the whole day. It's a very strong, this is one of very super long lasting. You need to literally scrub it off your body. Thank God that I love it, because if this is a fragrance you don't love, you will be upset with it, because it sticks on you. Can you click down below, tell me, comment and tell me the fragrances that you enjoy, especially when it's rainy outside. And the last but not the least fragrance that I have here is this right here, and this is Bordeues Vanille, and this is by Bordeues. So for notes, it has Madagascar vanilla, it has amber wood, it has alga wood, and it also has jasmine. This one I enjoy so much because it's a bitter vanilla. It's not, yeah. So this is a vanilla that is not sweet. So it's a oud vanilla fragrance, but the way the oud and the vanilla mix, it gives it like almost a cocoa, not like a cacao, so not like cocoa powder, but raw cacao or like a coffee-ness to it. And it's so beautiful. The vanilla, this is one of my, you know I'm a lover of vanilla, but this is one of my unique vanilla because this one is not sweet. It's like a better vanilla. I think maybe they put in some vanilla leaves into it too, because I have other fragrances that have Madagascar vanilla, but it doesn't smell like this. So this is so beautifully made. It's slightly floral from the jasmine, but the alga wood that is, yes, I think it's a very different alga wood. It's a bit bitter. So the opening is slightly medicinal, but when it dries down, it's this beautiful, almost cacao, you know, coffee kind of feel it gives. And I really enjoyed this on a rainy day. So I've gone through my 6 fragrances that I have been loving for the rainy days. Can you comment below? Tell me which fragrances you think are ideal for rainy seasons, and if I don't have them, I'm going to add them to my wish list. Be sure I would add those to my wish list. And if you're not subscribed up to this point, please tell me why. I would really want you to subscribe because it supports my channel, and as you can see, we're getting close to the 1K mark. Also, please like. Let's see if we can get this video to at least 100 likes. I've never gotten 100 likes on any of my videos, and I'll really like to have that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Like I always say, stay safe and stay centered. Bye bye.